I can finally cast games, Carson. I can finally cast some games after 9 months or 10 months of organizing and running around and helping everybody and setting everything up. This is what I love. This is just talking about games.
Yeah, that's honestly what we're here to do. We're here to watch the game. We're here to, for most of us, play the game. And we're here to yell over top of the game at times as well. We're here to hype these players up. And honestly, this is a pretty hype matchup. Toxi, I think maybe a little bit underrated at times because people know him in the community as being an admin, being a mod. But he is a good player as well. I know that he's beat me on ladder a few times. I'm terrified of every Night Elf player, but him as well. And then Hippo, of course, a huge up-and-comer. I know you've been hyping him up a ton over the last, what has been 6 months, a year? He's been rising in the ranks.
Dude, Toxi, he's a freaking genius, IRL. I don't know if he's a math professor, PhD, whatever. He's thinking about stuff that I don't even know exist. Right, so this is going to be good. Maybe he has some smart options against the human race. Hippo might be the favorite here. He is the winner of our Ultimate Last Chance tournament that we had just 2 weeks. So he gets the privilege of spending time in our VIP area, for example. So hopefully he's well rested. But Toxi, man, I'm really excited to see him play. I've seen Hippo on Tide Hunters a lot. He will go for the Fast Expo.
Yep.
Toxi will rush this. So, Hippo, can you hold or will you fall?
Yeah, of course. This is, at times, the meta for human against Night Elf. A very, I would say, even matchup. One of the most even matchups historically, and maybe even currently, although most human players and most elf players, I think, would beg to differ there. I think both sides of this matchup dislike this matchup. But from a neutral orc player's perspective, I would say it's pretty balanced. There are some different ways to play. There's some suboptimal ways to play. Hippo, I would prefer, and I always say this, for him to go for that expansion right away, because you mentioned that keeper for Toxi, going to go across the map, going to start harassing as early as possible. If Hippo goes for his expansion camp right away, there's not as much of a window for Toxi to harass that, whereas if he creeps a small camp first, for instance the orange to the north of his base, then he's going to be open to a lot of harass from that keeper. So we'll see how mostly Hippo plays this early game. Toxi, as you mentioned, we know what he's going to be doing.
Pretty sure. Toxi, as you said earlier, like most know him as an admin, but he also played the first season of ESL Meisterschaft.
Right.
Didn't do too bad there. So don't underestimate the guy, especially on LAN, as Todd says. Everything can happen on LAN. Hippo goes for the normal camp for the orange. We are, of course, hoping for claws, as every human does, but never gets.
Yep.
And for Toxi, doesn't really matter, I guess. Life of a human becomes a lot harder if there's claws on the keeper, but no. Okay, circlet. Hippo will certainly be happy about that. So let's see if this expo holds.
All right, so Hippo does do that one camp first, but it seems like Toxi is going to go for a second camp himself. He's going to get that level 2. He's going to unlock the Treants. And we see wisps. That's what 2 wisps already going to the south of the human base. A very common place to put those ancient protectors is we see the green camp to the south and the orange camp to the south of Hippo's base. That's where we can see APs being hidden. Okay, there is an expansion coming up for Toxi, but that doesn't mean he cannot always do something later on a little cheeky, which you mentioned. Maybe he could show some ingenuity here.
Exactly. Yeah, curious to see this counter expansion, not an all-in. We've seen some very aggressive Night Elves recently against human, especially Foggy. Like, he switched it up in no freaking time. Like, from being fairly passive to super aggressive style. And, yeah, let's see how this goes.
All right, the expansion is being power built, is going to come up. And Toxi's expansion so far doesn't seem to be cancelable. But that doesn't mean the Archmage can't always go across. No level 2 water elementals, but some nice items so far, and he could stop at that marketplace to get some claws, stuff like that. So Hippo's going to be quite happy with this early game, especially with not losing any peasants so far.
Carson, I'm very sorry. You disappoint me with your performance so far.
I'm so sorry.
We gotta rotate you out. You're doing really bad. Please go back to Canada. I need some local.
Next flight.
For this Night Elf match, we need some local heroes from Germany, I guess. The legend, Kevin Schwem, on the broadcast. Welcome, my friend.
What's up? Thank you. It's an honor.
I mean, it's so fitting. We got a Night Elf game. We got a keeper. You know how to use a keeper. You can explain all the ins and outs about this keeper. Perfect.
Yeah, when Remo asked me if I wanted to cast, the game already started, so I was afraid it's over by the time we arrive here. But
because of Night Elf dominance.
Hey,
No?
funny.
Yes.
Okay, what do we have?
We have 2 expansions, I guess. So nobody's crumbling so far. Looks pretty solid. Night Elf as always expanding and attacking at the same time. Efficiency.
Yeah, looks actually pretty decent for Toxi, I guess. He got the expo, he got the boots, he got the stuff, so that's important. And the level 3. He was really afraid before the match. He asked me what he should do, and we were thinking about some weird all-ins, maybe with Mercs or something, but this is straight up. I'm surprised. I don't know.
Okay. How's your experience so far? How's your run so far?
Pretty good. Funnily enough, the first game was against the guy sitting next to me. I didn't know him, a guy from the US, pretty cool, backpacking through Europe, playing from his laptop. 1,100 MMR, but pretty cool guy, and yeah, I won that one. And then I won against Scription, 2-0, but he played well.
Nice.
Scription did a good job.
Kevin to our to World Series.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. We have a double Rax play by Hippo.
Yeah, he loves that, to be really aggressive early on with a lot of footies. And then he has the option to go into a lot of riflemen afterwards and push early on tier 2. It really depends on how fast Toxi is gonna get to bears, I guess, against this.
What a beautiful unit, right? Bears?
The bears?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't like tier 2 always the time where you just, oh, come on, give me those bears, give me that Reju, give me that roar.
no, Ouija is not bad. If now they would deal damage. I mean, yeah.
Okay, but it's a pretty big push.
But it's
Oh,
a
is it?
Naga.
Yeah.
That's unconventional, actually.
Is he surrounding? Oh, okay. Town Portal Force. Already a nice arrival of the Naga.
But that's pretty good, because usually I think the Night Elf will have map control anyways with Keeper and with the Naga especially. So now it's daytime and it's hard for Hippo to really go out on the map.
At least he got defend, so that will help a lot against this mass piercing damage. And Rifle still take quite some time. Is he a little late with the Blacksmith?
Yeah, I think he definitely is. He had the resources, but also Toxi went double lore before the tag.
Oh.
So that naturally delays the orb and the bear, so I'm not sure, because Trials, they won't do so much against defend footies or riflemen.
Exactly. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's a comfort pick. Maybe it's just muscle memory. But we all want to see bears. Nice surround by Hippo on that keeper. But there was a staff ready. But for how long is the question? The mighty E button comes into play with Entangle, of course, but not too many pickups yet. Good kiting by Toxi.
Yeah, this looks really solid so far. I mean, also the shop in the middle between the expo and the main makes a big difference. Even having the shop is important here. And the Moonwell nicely positioned.
I mean, Toxi is probably watching every single of our casts. I don't know if he has anything else to do in his life. Toxi is always there. So he knows what the real good Night Elves do. Like yourself, of course. And he just mimics it. Pretty nice. So this didn't throw back Toxi too much, right? Like it's a handful of lost units, but that's about it.
Yeah, not really, and he didn't take a lot of damage. He didn't lose the lores, he didn't lose too many wisps. He gets the tier 3 early, and all of that without a shredder, so...
Would it be better for Hippo to just creep?
Actually, I think so. Especially against the Naga, I think the late game is yours pretty much.
Whoopsie, Archmage has no TP, gotta be careful here. Wait, is that just dead? Is that Archmage just really just dead? If there's another Entangle, he certainly is. Boom! The underdog scores the hero kill.
And the Panda's dead as well.
Oh my
Because there's
god.
the shop. You know, people will get mana potion.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can the Dryad reach? Not really, right?
Ah, but is the Naga moving around? No, Naga is...
Oh yeah.
up there. She didn't move. Oh,
Little distracted,
beautiful
but
engine of Warplock. Beautiful engine of Warplock. Night Elf. This is peak Warcraft right there.
right there, right? Oh my god, double kill for Toxi. I mean, he's from the War3 Champions team. Maybe they manipulated the servers that they set up here. I don't know. But Toxi's playing out of his mind, and in game 3 of the tournament, we might see the first big upset.
Yeah, this is actually amazing. And, okay, he lost the shop, otherwise all these footies would be dead. But now that, you know, the Panda needs a lot more time to creep before you can actually push. I guess you need level 3. So that should mean that Toxi might get like double orb. And then the Naga is pretty sick. So usually you don't have the time for that, for the first push, but this could work out.
Not bad at all. Also, these two buybacks will probably delay Hippo a lot. Usually it's like a 65, 70 supply push. It's really, really scary with all that damage output. But with all this delay, you can get some bears out, as you said, the orbs, and this can still work very well.
And there are free fights on the field. You don't really need more at this stage. And now, since there are no real fights, they just get more and more mana, which is amazing.
Hit Lord third.
Okay. Now I'm afraid, because this usually means someone watched Sonic streams and
Bye.
I don't know. Maybe the AOE? It should be, no? Or is it Howl?
I think might be Howl. There is limited dispel. But okay. Tower push by Hippo. Losing 2 heroes and immediately into the offensive. Just human things, right?
That's true, but there's no Master Brigade. I think we forgot to queue for a second. But yeah, we got the first orb, we got level 3 tonight. We got some wisp.
Pitlord didn't decide on a spell yet. There's 2 heal scrolls.
I think Howl would be better.
Oh. That's so close! Naga dies in the process. GNL bears around, but that's pretty much it. A little bit of redo and roar, of course, and the Pitlord is strong.
Okay, but how much sustain is there really? Because, you know, the Howl is amazing. And anything, or what Toxi wants is just some more time. And the Howl buys that time, I guess.
Towers are coming up. Doesn't really matter too much. The last Howl is out anyway, so the Pitlord is a pretty beefy tank.
Should give the input to loop it on, maybe?
Nice. Right on. Countered the Breath of Fire with the heal scroll. Invo potion is there for emergency. Level 2. Now we got Cleave. Also mana irrelevant. We have a staff ready. Should be. Invo potion first. So okay, there's definitely gonna be time. Hippo down to 60. Toxi needs some bears, I guess. Production started once again. Master training finally done. Sick damage against the rifles.
Yeah, this Naga loss was so unfortunate though. Might just be enough for Hippo, I'm afraid.
Breath of Fire grills another bear. There's a little moon juice left. If Hippo gives him some time, maybe there's a chance for a comeback, as it's night as well.
This is super close.
We are blessed by good games already. In the first series, we saw Dreadlord into Infernal. Now we get this. Just RARALAND thing.
RARALAND is different.
RARALAND is definitely different.
Anyone can beat anyone, like really. It's offline.
Maybe I should challenge Happy.
Maybe you should. In the Fun Game Olympics.
He would even beat my ass in like...
Lead
I don't know.
DD probably.
In Lead DD for sure. Or in Takeshi's castle, whatever. Okay, Hippo pushing forward.
Where's this Naga?
There she is.
Maybe second one.
Got surrounded by Hippo again.
Where's the stuff?
Good question. It's on cooldown. Another Howl that saves some seconds, but that's about it, I guess. No chance. And a level 2 Pitlord is dead as well. Guess there's no chance anymore, right? As always for Night Elf.
There were some chances, but now with Panda 3 it's really hard because you can't repair anymore. See, all the wisps, they die with one breath, and now it's a big supply advantage for Hippo.
And of course the 2 base, 1 base advantage. Engine of War maybe a little late to the party. More Treants coming, but instantly dispelled. Nice mana management here as well for Hippo to have that ready. And the kiting with the rifle's also good, and the damage output is good because of course there's no Howl anymore, and at this stage bears just melt as good as they are, as much damage as they do sometimes, and how much utility they have. Kinda squishy.
But then now you can really see the impact of double up already, and with the Naga, like with one Richu, would have been different. Damn, there's still no TP.
Panda just dead, yeah exactly, no potion. Panda on level 3 goes down, that's a lot of experience. Keeper level 5, Naga 3. Pitlord about to be back in 10 seconds. Man, Toxi really wants this win.
Wait, there's no dispel anymore right now. So if this is Entangle 3, then the Archmage might just die.
Oh my god. Is he really doing it? Hero focus Night Elf, let's go. Moonwells are falling. It is still nighttime. Those are the last seconds of nighttime, so make use of it. Pitlord is back. Naga's on the field.
I think he could kill the Archmage actually. I think there's no dispel right now.
Little afraid to fight against all the rifles. Now he's supply blocked. Okay, that hurts. Okay, what's left? Just one Hail Mary. There's a reposition on the Archmage, so it's kind of hard to attack him now.
I think Hippo will definitely lose some units the moment he starts running away. I don't know how much gold Toxi had left, so maybe he can catch up a little in supply.
He has 200 at the moment, but he has to rebuild a Moonwell first, or 2 Moonwells first. That's a lot of expenses, and Hippo can just chill. He can just creep a little bit, check out the marketplace, grab some more experience. Level 5 Archmage, not too bad. So after this game, you're probably not scared to meet Hippo later on in the tournament?
Well, I always have close games with him, but this right here is not his final form, I guess.
Okay.
He's also surprised at how well Toxi is playing, because you quarrel with your opponents to some extent. Like
True.
when I play against someone who I know I should definitely beat, I tend to not care so much about the details. And maybe that's what's happening here.
He will definitely be aware, especially that mid game was really, really tough. But alright, last stand for Toxi, probably a huge 23 supply deficit. Panda is back as well. Grills everything in the front line. Valiant effort. And man, these orbs are still putting in some work, man. Double level up, Naga 4. But now the counter hero focus. There's very little catch though, except the slow. It's kind of hard. Can he reach? Oh, the shop again. Don't think so. The tri-hero. Another scroll of healing, but this will only save him for so long. Bye-bye. GG, well played. Indeed, well played by both players. Hippo, the favorite, prevails, but he was sweating.
Definitely. I'm really surprised at how well Toxi played. I mean, Hippo didn't play bad by any means, but I mean, there's like a 300, 400 MMR difference, and you didn't see that.
Not at all, man. I don't know how much Toxi practiced. Usually he's more 4-on-4 and FFA kind of guy at the moment.
Yeah, and he said in the last couple of weeks he didn't play at all, like much.
That's what everybody says. It's always a lie.
Yeah,
I know a guy who's really, really good. He's a German player. I don't know if you know. He plays Night Elf. Got second place at Meisterschaft just recently, and he said he never has time to practice, and still like second place. Can't be true.
According to Xdot, because the others messed up.
Exactly. Any response to that?
See you on the 22nd.
22nd, of course, ESL Meisterschafts finals. The next offline event. 2 offline events in 1 month.
What a time.
What a time
be
to
a Warcraft.
Be. Exactly, man. So sick. So, we know there's always a little bit of hate against the Night Elves going on. Do you experience that here as well?
No, not at all.
Ooh.
Like, after Slash reached a certain level, I'd call it, he said, I don't care about balance anymore. So, if we get him there each day, might work.
Okay, that's good. See, we connecting people here now. Everybody is in one place. You know, maybe it's just some internet muscle kind of things. They hide behind their screen and then they're big mouth. And here I land.
Here it's super chill. Like, the atmosphere is amazing. Like, everyone is super happy to be here. Like, I talked to Happy. He was hanging out with us at the bar. Like, really... Like, I didn't expect it. I thought he would just be, like, way more serious, because for him it's really a big tournament with a big prize pool. But no, he was just chilling there, having a beer, talking with people. That was nice. Then Hitman came, the Koreans came. It's just beautiful. Well done.
So far, so good. Did you participate in the pub quiz yesterday?
I was a bit late. And then I joined the group of Side, and I think they made, like, 3rd place, but I didn't contribute too much.
Okay. Did you know... Okay, you just said it. You didn't contribute too much. You spent more time at the bar than I guess. I read a comment that today your games can't be that great because the bar was too intense yesterday.
Yeah, I might lose some Engines of War with that. We'll see. The quiz was amazing, and I think the only question I really knew was the Wellspring thing, because I calculated it and I wanted to see if, like, Moonwells or Moonstone is worth it after you have a Wellspring, and no, it's just Moonwells are trash. I came to the conclusion. Maybe in FFA, when you have like Warden with mass Moonwells, then the 50 gold is worth it, but you get like a couple of thousand HP. It's whatever, really. Do
you do this more often, like actually calculating things? Because I think there's 2 different kind of players, one that are very particular with this, and some are just playing with a gut feeling, I guess.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps, especially for the first couple of minutes of the game, just to optimize your pathing, really. Because that can make the difference if you get caught off guard, if your expo gets cancelled, if you don't cancel an expo. So I think that helps. But let's see how it goes here, because this is a map where this is actually really important. Because it's so easy for the human to cancel the Night Dive expo, if it's a little bit late, I'd say. And he's gripping the expo first. So.
All right, let's see if Toxi has the early game down. Hippo, of course, match points here, and Toxi is probably his strongest opponent in the entire group. So if Hippo wins here now, this looks very good for the deciding stage.
But what is this?
Yeah, what is this? There's an expansion on the left-hand side, an Engine of War in the middle. Yeah, Kevin, you are the Night Elf Pro.
Yeah, but he had such a solid standard game on Tidehunters, and now he's going for something completely cheesy on the small map. I'm not sure. I mean, this is a tavern build, most likely Firelord, like the SK Hot build, I guess. He loved to play this.
SK Hot indeed. You know, our host said in the very beginning, all I want from this tournament is to see one Firelord. Boom, second match, there we go. Okay, what is the hot build?
So you basically make a Tree of Life as your first building, and then, I don't know, you hope that you get some good damage items on the Firelord so that you can get rid of the Archmage. I think that's how it goes. I didn't play it too much, but if Hippo gets this last hit, dangerous. And she did.
Oh my god, yep, that's
no damage.
Almost game, exactly. Just a little bit of HP. Yeah, the Archmage and Water Elementals working as fire extinguishers, that's for sure. Can't stop the lava spawns though, but man, Tree of Life also under a lot of pressure. That's no bueno.
No, not at all. I mean, Snow level 2, and I always wonder if, you know, the human just spams some of what he's now gets defend. Like, how do you get rid of it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Humans, man. They harass, they creep at the same time, they expand. It's just too much to handle.
Soon attack to come, I guess.
Exactly. Easy. I mean, he's a little short on lumber right now, but they have upgrades for that, so that's covered too.
But I guess you can see how confident Hippo is, because he made the expo first.
Almost surrounded. Trying to block his way out with the water elemental. That works.
This is a fan service right here. As if Toxi had not done enough for this scene.
Right.
Just pulling the Firelord.
Exactly. So we all know that, like he plays the Firelord now, he also connects all the 28,000 servers that we have on War 3 Champions. So this guy, really a gem of the community. Is there a way back? Like, Firelord first, definitely a gimmick, definitely a meme. But is there a chance?
Well, he has the early attack. And you know where this usually ends up is like triple hero, mass orbs again, maybe with MGs. And this can be really tricky for the human if... a
town is under siege.
Like if you get to MGs too fast, you won't do anything with tier 2 as a human. So I'm not sure. I feel like Hippo is a bit too passive now, because he delays his tag by quite a bit. And I'm not really sure why. He plays this just like he would against the keeper, I guess. Like tower at the expo, shop before tech, defend before tech.
Yeah, I guess he wants to be a little safe against lava spawns or something, but really not that necessary at the moment. Maybe it's a lesson he learned in the first game, like don't overstretch the middle game. I'm ahead anyway. Let's just try to cruise into a solid tier 2 and then push him to death.
No. Okay, now the tech starts. That's interesting. But he will get level 3 from it, pretty sure.
Don't even need their heroes for the creeping. What a race.
No. I know ways where the workers don't deal damage.
Yeah.
Don't do that much.
Yeah, right? I mean, sometimes they do it just in very, very special cases. If a certain unit is in a certain spot, then they sometimes do damage. Otherwise, useless.
Toxi got the mercs. That's helpful.
But Defenders online against an army that does only piercing damage, really not the best. But so far, it kind of works out. Now the mercs come in with this spell. That's the water elemental gone. Shaboom. Close to level 3. Closer to level 3.
The way to defend this is really how Toxi does it. You try to focus the Archmage because you will never have enough damage for all these footies. So now he is gonna get the Naga, I guess, and it should work. Yeah, I don't know how he makes this a game, really.
Thing is, I don't know. Archmage has a cloak, so he can always save himself into the shadows. Oh, not the Berserker! Run! Got it. Ooh, Archmage now slowed down. No potions available yet, but I think he's safe now.
Do you think Hippo's gonna play it straight up, or will he be a bit mad and maybe go tanks? Just because why do you play something like that against me?
I don't think Hippo is mad ever. Except if he loses to Undead, maybe. Then it might happen. But he can also cheese, in a way. Wonder what cheese is left. Like, you shouldn't really play Griffins or anything, right? They just melt.
Yeah, that could be a
That could backfire.
pitfall. But yeah, I also have to give credit to Hippo. Beautiful army composition. Really smart.
Right?
See?
Yeah. I mean, if you can't survive the early game with just one unit, why go for more? You know that best.
It's true. And what? Oh, Hippo has 2,200 gold. No wonder.
Oh,
Might
wow.
take straight to tier 3.
Definitely looks like it. Tanks on this map, not a huge fan. Could be possible. Maybe you are, right? I mean, you meet him on ladder. You probably experienced that.
I think he only goes against Warden, maybe.
Ooh, bye-bye, Naga. Only level 1. Not the end of the world, of course. But yeah, man, he's just stopped by Footman. Tier 3 is completely unnecessary.
And this is dangerous because that's why you usually wash tier 3 as a Night Elf in this scenario, like tier 1 Expo against tier 1 Expo, because you won't have bears against the foodie, so you try to do it with Wichu and the Orb, and you just spread the damage because there are no heal scrolls. But this is dangerous. And there's a tier 3 tech behind it for him.
Yeah, mass casters. No rifles yet. There could be just knights in a fire. Maybe that's what he's comfortable with. But yeah, the goal for Toxi is clearly survive until there's orbs. And he's almost there.
No, but is this the second shot, or does he not have any shot?
Ooh, I hope it's the second. I mean, we saw Florentin Will earlier here at the venue. Maybe he has some spare shops, you know?
Maybe. He definitely has some spare resources.
That's for sure. Both are filthy rich. Toxi 1,000 gold. Bottom coming now. Okay, there was a second shop. The first orb is here. And that might be the turnaround at the moment. Dude, this damage is so surreal. Ah, come on. One more. There we go. First, Toxi's Naga dies. He gets the revenge now. He's losing some infrastructure in the meantime. No repair possible from Toxi. Wisp probably all die, but Archmage, yep, Cloak of Shadows is there. Is there reveal somehow? If the bottom comes out, Scout. Oh, reveal, there it is. Townport. I was thinking, like, should he maybe skill Scout Owl first?
Yeah, that could actually surprise him. But then again, there's like no nuke for Toxi, so the surprise might not work. But he got triple hero. He got 2 orbs. MG upgrade coming, and there's no mortars yet. So maybe there's a chance. Like, it's unlikely, but maybe.
Needs a good moment now. Yeah, mortars are coming soon, but frag shards kind of far away. Paladin coming as well, second drags. Hippo finally spending his resources, still rich.
If there are some MGs, you know how knights run around. I think Soin can show you the same for Tauren.
I mean, we all know MG equals GG. That's your brainchild.
Can't wait to spam them in the 4v4 cup.
You will be at the World Series at that stage.
Maybe.
Yeah. Then all the practice is for nothing. Or the 4-on-4 practice. You're grinding hard recently, you told me.
Maybe.
Maybe, okay.
4v4 is the better mode.
Okay, leave, please.
Bye, chat.
Goodbye.
I tried.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Exlord now in Master Shop. Sorry.
Who?
You know the 5-time German champion that will also...
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we get a lot of units now. Toxi has to face 80 supply, but it's actually GG, as if he knows that you're cast. The first upgrade is done as well. And now You have to chew through this big stone. Good luck with that.
Come on.
Fire Lord counter. Let's go. All in for the memes. Is it Incinerate? Yes, of course it is.
Okay. You know, they actually sit in front of each other
Oh, really?
in the gaming hall.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
They will have a good laugh afterwards, that's for sure. These mountain giants have to create a very, very special kind of German/French wall. Knights are a good counter against it. Incinerate also adds some damage because you can basically just right-click with the Fire Lord on the mountain giants once, and the damage always stacks up for like 3 minutes or so. Could actually be good at a time.
And he got, now he has triple orb, and that's actually sick.
Mountain giants also kinda melting, but of course there's another one. Resistance skin is coming in as well. He is unfortunately supply blocked. That might be his downfall, that he can't catch up with production of Hippo. Ouch.
Oh, MG down. Breaking news.
This must be a bug. This can't happen. Twice in a row?
I'm so surprised that he made it to MGs.
Yeah, right. Didn't really look like an early game that leads to a 13-15 minute game. But Toxi is a fighter. He is killing some knights. Like, is it the right thing to kill the knights, or should you focus on the mortars at this point somehow?
I think your first goal should be to snipe the priest, because inner fire and healing is just so sick, because you don't really have sustain with this army. But
Okay, nice nuke.
I guess the Naga works as well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, these orbs are so sick. Firelord, I think he has some... Like, he saves his life. Naga staffed out. The Archmage never gets attacked for some reason. As if he wants to prevent the town portal, just continue fighting. Ooh, but his expansion in the north, that's almost down, I guess. Oh yeah, mass repair now. Even the workers...
He tries to take out the mortars, that's pretty smart.
Ooh, Firelord now. Trouble City! But potion, there it is.
Now he has Wellspring, so Wellspring is so amazing for the MGs. Like a full Moonwell gives you, I guess, like 900 HP. It's not too bad.
Dude, we were memeing a little bit, but Triple Orb is giving him a supply lead now. A damage done, Moonwell's killed and all, but Expo is still there.
I mean, you can't really... It's the same with bears. If you have like strong tier 3 melee units, you always want to starve. As I have with bears. By the time there's the first bear, you want to starve. It's the same for human, but he has not one single starve at the moment, and that's dangerous.
Last second repair.
There's another mortar down.
Oh my
What's
god.
that
Hippo actually has to TP out. Are you kidding me? Toxi holds after a fight that lasts like 4.5 minutes. Naga's back as well. 4-3-3 heroes. Some damage boost at items as well. Triple Orb can be very nice soon.
Are under attack.
Look at the production line of Hippo. There was like 2 knights, 2 buoys, 1 mortar team. But
And he still has 800 gold. He never fixed his lumber problem, really. Like, he's constantly low on lumber.
yeah, but I think Hippo deserves to lose because like picking Firelord like is just too much of a meme. It's disrespectful. You know, as a third hero.
Yeah, the third hero, you
Just-
think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're undervaluing Incinerate a little. It's one of the best spells in the game.
Is it? Infantment Frenzy on level 6 maybe, I don't know.
Player's forces are under attack.
He could, Hippo could actually lose this.
Yeah, and this the first game as well, so
Yeah.
is it like Hippo doing mistakes or is Toxi
Town is under siege.
just insane today?
Maybe he's a beast. I don't know. Nope, portaling right in the middle. That's very exposed heroes.
Oh, done.
Oh, Naga down. Archmage saves himself into an invo potion. Maybe it's a caster
yeah.
curse. It is. GG. Well played. Hippo with a 2-0, but he had to fight real hard for
Yeah,
that.
those were 2 really fun games. Like the first game was meta, the second one was really off meta, but pretty sick. Both
Exactly.
games, and well played by both.
Yeah. So, will you play these super nice strategies now in your next game, maybe?
And the second one looked nice.
Yeah, right? Firelord all the way. I like that. Some inspiration. Do you have some cheeky strats prepared for your opponents here?
I have some. I mean, I don't know how much time there is between the first group stage and the second group stage, but I will know who I will play against, so I can fine-tune them a bit. I mean, there's like Hippo, Leon, and then Hippo, Leon, and Side as playing as human today, so that could be tricky. I need to think about something there, but it depends. I have some ideas, and I have Foggy here, my man.
Foggy here.
That helps.
All
We
right.
practiced yesterday already.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much for joining. It's an honor for me that the legend joins for the broadcast. Now we have seen 2 games. Of course, we're going to bring you lots more throughout the entire day. But casting is stressful, everybody, so we need a little bit of a break. Thank you so much for your support. Check out backtowarcraft.com/support, and maybe you can get a level 12 hype train. Who knows? Challenge for you.